level of care that he has for the community is really exemplified every time we've gone to those campgrounds, and every time we interact with the people. You can tell that there is a genuine passion and love that Gilbert has for that community, for giving and for giving back. And so that's just a personal note. And I've been going back and forth with Gilbert from all over Wisconsin area, and it's been one of the greatest pleasures for what the Gilbert Brown Foundation does. So I want to add that in there too. Thank you.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. I mean, I've only been an intern here this summer, but every time that I've gone to the different campgrounds with him, it's just like Gilbert just literally loves what he's doing. And he has so much fun and excitement when he's up there. And he loves giving back to the community, that type of thing.
And who knew that Gilbert Brown had so much personality? Because when you see him in that environment and you see how he's with people and how loud, vociferous, boisterous, loving, hands-on, in the midst, doing his thing, I didn't get to see that part of Gilbert as a football player because he was such a beast. I got to see that part of Gilbert as a philanthropist because I got to walk with him arm in arm at some of those campgrounds he does. And I'm telling you, absolutely wonderful. He is the right man for the right job to go ahead and help the community.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that. All right, so we'll start sharing again. Oh, shoot, that's my bad. All right, we kind of covered why we do what we do. So obviously you're on the Zoom right now, so you know how to get there that way. But if you want to watch Gilbert and those guys on stage, you can watch that through TCC, which you can find on our website online. But we're also presenting the program. It's being broadcasted on our Facebook Live page for Champion Riverside Resort. Also, if you search on the Roku stick, Trempealeau County Access, they're broadcasting it, and you can also listen in at 101.1 The River. How to bid. So we have two different sets of auctions tonight. We have silent auctions and we have live auctions. During our live auction, if you just want to, obviously if you're here in the live audience, you can just bid that way. Or if you're in the Zoom call, you can just raise your hand or put your bid in the comments. You can call at the phone number listed below, or you can comment on that Facebook live stream. For the silent auction, I'll be showing you those items in a little bit, but you can just your bid on here, or the same way, you can call that number or comment on the Facebook live stream. Auction items. Here are the three items we're going to be live auctioning off tonight. It's a nice Aaron Rodgers picture.
Hey, I'm getting a Zoom call, babe, so no big deal.
There's Ryan Braun picture, and there's a nice Giannis picture.
Hey, I'm going to let you know, I'm going to switch locations just so that I can get on with a computer and be seen a little bit better than what I am.
That's totally fine.
Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, good. So make sure you let me in.
Okay.
I feel good, and I know what. Okay, let me see, where are we? What's that, babe? Oh yeah, you can do your thing. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'm gonna just change this thing up right here so it can at least be a little bit better for everyone involved here.
Well, while Eugene switches and walk us through some more stuff here, that's fine. Ooh, Bill Schrader wants to enter. He can enter.
Oh yeah, Bill Schrader. Yeah, put him in there. Come on, Schrader, get him in there.
He's in. He just doesn't have his video on. All right, so here's some of the different things we're going to be doing tonight. So we have two games on the schedule. We have a Red Solo Cup Punch-a-Bunch game where we have about It's 12 red Solo Cups lined up, and if your ticket gets pulled, then you can select a player up on stage to punch your cup, and then you win whatever's inside. Along with that, we have a spin to win game. So the players are going to spin the prize wheel, and whoever's number lands closest to 100, they're going to win the prize. How to play those games? So you go to the foundation website, you can click on events, and then zoom over our little telethon, click into that, and then you scroll down, and there's a little link, and you can click that to purchase your tickets. Along with that, we're going to be raffling off a Lombardi Sweep autographed print, and here's what that looks like for you. It's a beautiful print. And if you're not interested in any of those, we are also selling tickets for our golf cart raffle. So you can buy those 5 each for 5 for $20. How to donate? If you're interested in donating to the Gilbert Brown Foundation, you can go to the Gilbert Brown Foundation website, click on the events, Gilbert Brown Foundation Telethon, and then at the bottom of the page, you're going to click on donate. Or if it's easier for you, you can call any of those 4 numbers listed below, and somebody will be right there to answer your call, take your donation. All right, so it looks like we are a little bit ahead of what we have planned. So if anybody has any questions, looks like we have Eugene is still in the call.
Yeah, can you let me in on, I just put on my computer. Can you let me in? Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. So Eugene's in the call, and we also have Bill Schrader in the call, and Don is still loading.
I don't know why my video's not working.
Oh, I can see you now.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, there's Schrader. What's going on, Schrader?
What's up, Eugene?
Oh, my goodness. There you go. Okay, perfect. There you go. Is this a little bit, better?
Yeah, that looks pretty clear.
Okay.
That looks pretty good. All right. Well, we can check the comments. Nope, doesn't look like anybody has any questions. So I guess I can ask you guys some questions. So I know I just played football in high school, obviously, but there was one game that always stuck out to me that I'll remember probably for the rest of my life. Do you guys have any similar experiences like that you'd want to tell us about?
Schrader, why don't you go first?
Oh, you got to make me go first. Honestly, my greatest memory was probably running out of the tunnel for the very first time.
Okay.
You know, growing up in Wisconsin and watching the players come out of the tunnel, for me to actually come out of that tunnel and get introduced was like I finally made it. And, you know, you get all these players like Eugene and Gilbert and Reggie White and all these guys that are waiting out there, all these defensive players as you get introduced. It's like, oh my gosh, this is a dream. I can't believe this is real. So I actually didn't take that for granted ever. So every time I came out of that tunnel, it was like I was coming out of that tunnel for the very first time, like a little kid. I was just so super excited.
That's awesome.
I tell you, Benjamin, this like 3 games that come to mind for me quickly is that championship game against in 1996 against the Carolina Panthers. It was cold out there, man. It was freezing cold. What, like minus 28 with the wind blowing and everything, and it was so dang cold. And I can remember the Carolina Panthers on the other side of the ball. They had like no sleeves on, and they were looking all like this. When we started to beat on them, and we started winning that game, they were all huddled up next to each other, trying to stay warm. And I was trying to stay warm, trying to get that body heat. The other game that comes to mind is the Mud Bowl. The Mud Bowl against San Francisco, down in Lambeau Field. You talk about the muddiest game. The field was frozen. They had those heated coils underneath, and it turned into straight mud. And we were running through there. We beat the pants. I mean, we beat the snot out of San Francisco. We were beating them like redheaded stepchildren and Family of Blondes, if you will. And don't send me no emails, Family of Blondes, either. I was redheaded. But I'm telling you this, it was a great, great game. And it was one of those memorable games. And I remember like just getting an interception, getting it up, and my hands were covered with mud. I'm like, how the heck did I even catch this ball? It was just covered in mud. And then the last game was the second go-round going to the we played the championship game down in Candlestick against San Francisco. I think Freeman had just like maybe fumbled something, and we were on defense. And Fritz Sherman calls a blitz. Leroy's blitzing. I'm covering Brent Jones, the tight end. He runs a dig route, Schrader. He's going to run a dig route. I hook him from the side. I intercept the ball. Boom. We bring the ball back down. Now, the very next play, Brett sends maybe like it might have been a Dino, not a Dino, it might have been a shake route or some route like that.
Okay.
We hit red zone, hit Freeman, then we knew the game was in hand. We knew, and we ended up going to Super Bowl off that. So those games become so memorable, and it becomes part of the lore of Green Bay and Lambeau Field. Is just part of that lore, and I'm just so happy just to be just a little smidgen, just a little part of it, because I echo what Schrader said about coming out of the tunnel, the noise, the screaming, and dude, if you want an ego trip, if you want to boost your ego, go to Lambeau Field and run out the tunnel. What? I'm telling you.
All right.
I feel like you on cloud 9, indeed. And so those are some memorable moments for me, and you can tell I'm all excited about it. But to get a chance to talk about Green Bay, it's been such a wonderful time in my life. Reggie White, Brett Favre, Gilbert Brown, Santana Dotson, the whole crew, man. Leroy Butler, Doug Evans, the whole crew, Edgar Bennett, man, the whole crew. It was such a lovely time and a special time that I would love to freeze it in a bottle and enjoy it all over again. And now I just got memories with great memories.
Right. That's really awesome. Thanks for those stories, you guys. All right, right now we got to check on what they're doing in the other room, see where they're at. So we'll give you guys a little preview here. We do. Okay.
Just go this way.
So tonight, Gilbert was giving out an appreciation award to a player that contributed the most for this year of 2020, and he gave that to Santana Dotson. So I guess we missed that, but right now he's got an interview with Caden. We can listen to that for a little while.
Okay, you're kind of descriptive. It has personality. Hey, Gilbert, we can run this event called the Wellness.
All right. We'll bring it back. All right, if you guys would be willing, and if you guys want to talk about some of the silent auction items that we have now, I'd really appreciate that.
So I know you're sharing your screen. Maybe it's my glasses, but Wisco 421, I can't even tell what that is. Is that
It's a pizza maker.
What?
Yeah, that's a pizza maker. And along with that, they're auctioning off for free pizza for a whole year, 1 a month from Champion.
How do we get that?
If you guys just let us know, you can put your bid in the comments, and I can write you down on the sheets. That would work really nice.
So Benjamin, go over once again, how does one bid?
Okay, so if you want to bid, you can either put your bid in the comments on this chat, and then we'll direct them out there and make sure that they get all lined up, or else there's 4 phone numbers you can call. Those numbers are 525-2323 or 525-2325 through 2327. So 525-2323, or you can call 525-2326 2327 or 2325.
And is that 920 the area code?
Well, I can hear it ringing right now if that's you calling.
No, that's not me
No.
calling, but
They would
It's
be a
608.
different
It's
area code.
608.
608. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Gotcha. Okay, now you can once you go ahead and
Awesome. We'll keep going with those.
you okay. So that was the pizza maker.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are there minimum bids at all for these?
Yeah, so all the bids go up by $5 increments. That's the only requirement. But other than that, I think you can bid anywhere that you want.
Gotcha. Okay, and here we have a decorative tree. It looks like it's a fern. And my wife's an interior designer, and so I get to see those things a lot. 2018 signed footballs. Wow.
And that's signed by the whole team.
That's the 100-year anniversary too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, right?
Yeah, that's a 100-year ball. Okay.
And you got the Simply Red Salon package, Hot 2 Professional 1 Curling Iron, Redken Hairspray, the Redken Heat Protection Treatment, the shampoo, the conditioner, the Red Brush, and a $50 in service.
And a Devontae Adams framed autograph picture. Very good. Nicely done.
And the autograph Lynn Dickey, Jerry Kramer, and Fuzzy Thurston package. These are some of the legends that that really kind of built the legacy that we get to go ahead and stand on their shoulders. So awesome. Lynn Dickey, Jerry Kramer, and Fuzzy Thurston.
Oh, how about the autograph Gilbert Brown Burger King canvas?
Ooh.
Okay, you know that coach Holgram made him stop eating those burgers, right? The Gilbert burgers.
He made
you
him
go.
stop eating them?
Yeah, he told him, look, man, you got to stop eating these burgers, man. I know that's going on, but look, you gotta shut that down.
That's really
Because
funny.
Gilbert had the Gilbert burgers, and we were all eating those things back in the day. But this is an autographed Burger King canvas.
Mm-hmm.
This is a throwback right there. This is like the '96 season. I would believe looked like the '96 season.
I would agree.
That's priceless right there because that's one of a kind.
Yeah, look at how young G looks.
I know,
Man.
my goodness.
I expect to hear you guys call. You guys both seem to want this canvas.
Yeah, this is.
I'd rather have the pizza maker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, piece of pickles, yeah, a little bit better, or the fern actually. But
All right.
but for those people who are like memorabilia experts and they love that, that would be a great thing right there to have. And that last one we saw was Benjamin was a deck cooler.
Looks like I gotta get some light in here.
So that last one item we saw was a deck cooler, and that's for a lot of the tailgating things that people are doing. But this looks like to be a little fancier one.
It's definitely a nice cooler.
Yes, this is a little bit more fancy.
MVP canvas from all the MVPs from the Brewers and the Bucks and the Packers from all the years. Man, there's a lot of guys on there.
Yeah. A lot of recent guys, too. Look at that. Rodgers,
Yeah,
Giannis.
is that Giannis right there? It looks like
Yep.
Giannis.
Right?
And then the autographed Slamathon jersey. And it looks like Gilbert signed that too.
Autographed guitar, Jared Blake, Colt Ford, and Jared Weeks.
You music
Nice
lovers will
looking
love
guitar.
that. In a large pink autographed helmet. And the reason why it's pink is because breast cancer awareness. And so that is huge. And every team supports that in the National Football League. And once again, Gilbert Brown has kind of partnered with that, the Coleman Aegis Foundation to go ahead and have the pink autograph helmet. So that is a huge thing. And now also he has, if I'm not mistaken, he has the shovels too, like that too, the Gravedigger shovels too.
Yeah, we do have a couple of pink shovels.
Yep.
George Wendt autograph canvas from Cheers. I hope everybody
Well,
knows who that
everybody
is.
knows your name.
That's not way back in the day.
And the Richard Childress wine collection right here.
Number 41. What?
Oh, I know. I look like I might have to get that one. And here's the Ray Nitschke autograph print. And I had the pleasure of doing an autograph session with him right before he passed away. And I was in awe of sitting next to him. And I didn't realize he was that big. This was back in 1996. I didn't realize that he was such a big and imposing figure. But standing next to him, I felt his presence. And I was like, oh my goodness, this dude is serious. And that was one of my highlights of being a Green Bay Packer, the Ray Nitschke. Meeting Ray Nitschke.
There you go. There's autograph shovel. That looks like something from Jeep. I haven't seen one of those. That's not one of Gilbert's, but that's pretty neat. And then you also got the autograph Paul Hornung jersey. These are hard to come by. I mean, you don't see many number 5s out there, and that's pretty neat.
Definitely.
And it's authenticated too.
And just one more time, if you want to bid, so you can either put your bid in the comments, or you can call the number above, or you can comment on the live stream. However you prefer, we'll take care of your bid. And so next, they're talking the Red Solo Cup game that we were just discussing. So we're going to go into the other room, see how that's going.
All right, gang. And we have our wonderful Pope the Cup guy.
Turn that camera horizontally so we can get more, yeah, there you go. Thank you.
They come in our earpiece. I got my earpiece. The people want to know how tall are you in real life? In real life? In real life.
Ooh, it froze up. Hopefully get that back. Who's that? Santana and Chili? Who's in there?
Hey. This person has won a coffee mug. Yeah. Really.
Eugene, did you just lose those guys?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I think we lost Benjamin, but Benjamin's the host. Yeah, I don't
still
see.
here.
Okay.
Who's that? Is that Danielle?
Yeah, hi. I'm usually at like every single one of these, but I'm usually on Tyrone's bus.
Where's your video? How come you don't have that turned on?
I don't know. I have it turned on, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's back on.
I think it kicked me off the Wi-Fi when I went in that room. How's everybody doing?
We got you back.
I know. We thought we lost you, Ben.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Kicked me off the Wi-Fi. First time for everything. We're learning.
What a fun. I'll be right back.
Gift card to Quick Trip.
Nice.
pick a winner now. All right, let's go with 882. Come on, Sean. 58. 882-258. Oh. That person has won another coffee mug. Very popular. Thank you for your donation. Coffee mug. You got our next winner, 88. All right, see you. 2316. 882-316. Come on. Somebody needs a grand prize. You don't know yeah. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, that person has won a coffee mug.
I think it's hard to hear him too.
I know.
I'm new to Zoom, though. I don't know how to respond to everybody, but
Hey, there's a
it is
chat
hard to hear those
in the
guys.
participant.
Yeah, without a doubt.
If you hit the chat button down at the bottom, you can actually send a chat to everyone, or you can send a chat specifically to anyone.
Gino!
In the house, you heard your boy. Holla at your boy. That's right. Holla at your boy. Yeah, I hear you, dog.
Gotta run on coffee mugs, Another coffee mug. Just another. Pull out one more coffee mug. You get a coffee mug. I get a coffee mug. Yeah, you get a coffee mug.
You put them all by me. I get all these coffee mugs.
Gilbert, do you have the last number that was called? Can you repeat it for me?
You can send it to
Okay.
that's our technical advisor. Gilbert, you go out there. Check for production. We're live, buddy. 882-285. Can we imagine what's your question?
I got tickets, but I bought them online, so I have no idea what my numbers are.
Unless they're drawn for the pizza maker.
Did not win. This person won a Brett Favre autograph print. Look at my quarterback. Real over. About Jeff Garcia. My quarterback, Jeff Garcia. I'm pretty sure. Yes. Announce the number again, Mr. Tyson. What was this for?
Hey, Benjamin, some of the people are asking if there's a way to post the numbers.
Yeah, I think after they have them all announced, we can definitely post them on our Facebook page. We can definitely do that.
Okay.
682-182. Come on. 682-182.
Hey, man.
Oh, is that Mr.
What's up, big
Coons
guy?
over there?
How you doing, baby?
Mr. Kuntz.
Good to see you, Billy.
This person here,
Wow, George, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
I'm doing
George.
good, man.
Adams play. They're here. They are here in studio. Devontae Adams play. Did he sign?
George, we're just watching the live auction thing that they're doing right now.
Okay, all right, Gino. How you doing, man?
We're doing good.
You looking great.
I don't know about all that, but I'm trying to fool them.
Keep it up.
Hey, Billy, are you 50 yet, Billy?
Couple months I will be.
Oh
I'll be
yeah, I
joining
kind of
you
figure
guys.
it's coming pretty soon.
Yeah. And if I can be anything like you guys and not age, I'll be really happy.
Hey, Gino. How old are you now, Gino?
57.
What's the best item in Switzerland besides the donut?
Billy, when's your birthday?
January.
Okay. Mine's next week. I'll be 52 next week.
Oh wow.
52?
Man, cool smile.
Yeah, next
52.
week.
You don't look
Hey,
52.
happy birthday, buddy.
Thank
Happy
you, man.
birthday indeed.
Appreciate it.
682 095 is our next one.
Eugene 57. Dang.
Yeah.
Good. You look good, Gino.
I don't know about all that, but
Slim down, man.
I'm trying to fool him.
All right, we got 2 solo cups left, Mr.
Yeah, just stop meowing.
I think they
Oh, dude, I got my dog right next to my feet.
This one just walks around and meows and usually stops when I hold him, but now he's acting like a
Gino, what kind of
turd
dog do
monkey.
you have?
I got a pit bull. It's my son's dog, actually, and he moved to California. He couldn't take him, so I adopted him.
Gotcha.
So when he gets back from California, he can have his dog back.
sign.
Hey, dogs are work.
A lot of work, man.
Yeah, they're a lot of work.
Yes, they are.
Cats are a lot easier than dogs. I'm just saying.
There he is. I think you need to come on over with us, buddy, because y'all ain't won the game yet. He gonna pull it, call it, and punch. Our last word of the night, folks. Here we go. Oh, okay,
Who's
here we
all
go.
up there?
It looks like Santana Dot is there.
682.
I can't see what my
That's
glasses is
Jones.
not.
That's Sean. That's Sean.
Is that Sean?
That's
Yeah.
Sean.
Here we go. Something like that. He tried to get or something. Boy, growing up, man. Growing up.
They look like they're having too much fun, to tell you
Yeah.
the truth.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
see if I get my dog real quick. Hold on. Hey. Haney?
All right.
Come on with that. Come on with that. Haney. Haney. Haney.
Hey, they got to jump into your lap, huh?
No, he's not.
Are you still working with the school system?
I am. Hold on, I want to show. Come on.
Oh, man.
I want to show
Oh,
you.
wow.
Our team.
Jeez. Is that a bear?
Here's the center
Shoot, that's a big old dog.
pecan.
That's one of those,
A little Portuguese water dog.
okay.
That jersey. The goodest.
I thought it was one of them cock-a-doodle things or
The Devontae
Converse poodle things.
Adams print.
Where you go? But okay. I wanted to show you your bling bling. Let me show him. Let me show his bling bling, Rick. Come here.
Come here, boy.
Show him your necklace. Gino, you see his necklace?
Oh, wow, I like that.
Yep, got a little cross.
Yeah, that's
cool.
beautiful.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead, boy.
Hey, Brittany, your dog got caught on the thing. She's caught. Oh, well, now she's uncaught. He's caught.
Okay.
Right. And so we are back here hosting our Zoom portion of the telethon. So we just played the Red Solo Cup game, and we just had the auction items. I just showed you guys the silent auction items again. So we'll go back, we'll start sharing content again. So again, if you want to bid on any of those silent auction items, you can either comment on the Zoom call and we'll make sure that we get that bid in place, or you can call us at that number below, or if you're on the Facebook live stream, give a comment on there and we'll make sure your bid gets noticed. Gemma. So Gemma is an infant that worked with the foundation earlier, and she was going to be with us tonight. Unfortunately, I have not seen her yet. So if she comes, we'll make sure that we get her on the Zoom call. But if not, we'll just have to see.
And Benjamin, just to let you know that George Kuntz, one of our teammates, he entered the into the Zoom call, and George was extremely instrumental. I know that me and Billy already shared, but I would love to hear if George had something that was memorable about any season, about playing with the Green Bay Packers at all, because he was definitely one of those cogs that we needed.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. Is George still there?
I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, we got you, George.
Yeah, we can see you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a chance to come to the Packer organization. Well, I first landed in Green Bay, Wisconsin on June 1st, 1992, and I signed a contract with the Packers on June 2nd. And I was very fortunate, honored, and blessed to play for the Packers from 92 to 99. So that gave me 8 years in Green Bay and 1 year in Seattle. I had a chance to go out to Gino, where you broke in and made had a great time out there in Seattle. So I had a chance to play for two great organizations. And after my playing days, I went back to North Carolina for about 4 years and came back to Wisconsin. I've been here ever since. So,
George, any memorable games that stand out in your mind of the years that you played with Green Bay?
I would say the Super Bowl, that was a great game. Even though I wasn't able to play, I was on the sideline. But just to see all that hard work that we put in, to see it come, it came to fruition. To be able to see Reggie White run around the field with the Super Bowl trophy, because as Billy would probably agree, that from the first day Reggie White came to the organization in 1993, he was preaching how he was going to win the Super Bowl, and to actually see it happen, that was a great moment in time, not only for the Packer organization, but for the players, the coaches, and for the Packer Nation. So it was great. That was my most memorable moment in a Packer uniform.
Really great story, Greg. Thanks for sharing with us. All right. So now we saw Caden on stage a little earlier. Here's a little video that Carla put together from his time with the foundation.
This is so informal. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. This is informal. Hey, you going to the dollar store? Can you pick up some lifesavers, these 5 flavor ones? I'll send a text you. 5 flavor lifesavers. Beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. You are
All right. I don't know if you guys ever worked with Caden, but Caden's been here with the foundation with us for about 14 years now. And he actually got the opportunity to play football this last fall. So because of the funds that we're able to raise here with the foundation, we're able to help kids like Caden continue on and live out their dreams that otherwise may not be possible. So
That's very cool.
yeah. All right. If you guys would be willing, do you guys want to walk me through these sponsor slides again?
Yeah, cool. We can take them one at a time. I'll go first, and then we can just rotate. Once again, we're going to thank our sponsors. This one, thank you to Bays Inn. They are a bronze sponsor. Thank you, Bays Inn.
The Pepsi of Lacrosse, the Gillette Pepsi is another bronze sponsor. Thank you.
Great River Harbor Campgrounds and Marina. They're another sponsor. They're a bronze sponsor.
Thank you, sponsors. Fun in the Sun Houseboat Vacation. That's Fun in the Sun. They are another bronze sponsor. We want to say thank you to Fun in the Sun Houseboats Vacations.
And the Hoyer brothers. Thank you guys very much for what you've done for the organization. Another bronze sponsor.
Alliance Bank is another sponsor. They are a bronze sponsor, Alliance Bank. Thank you so much for your support.
And also, there's Cochrane Telephone, Cochrane Co-op Telephone. They are a bronze sponsor. CCT, that's Cochrane Telephone.
All right. And now we actually have a little time before we move on to our next thing.
How y'all doing? Hey, Eugene.
Hey.
Hey, Lori. How you doing, Miss Lori?
Miss Lori, how you doing, Lori?
I'm good. I'm trying to manage those guys in the other room. It's a full-time job.
I bet.
They're having too much fun. You won't be able to do it.
They are. I know it. It takes a lot of work. I don't know.
Yes.
It is a losing proposition.
And I don't have you guys here to help me.
Next time, next year.
All right. I know. I got you down. I got a promise.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. You good?
All right. We're still rocking. So we have a little bit of time before we move on to our spin the wheel game. So if anybody has any questions, you can throw that right in the chat, or else I can keep going asking mine. So can you guys name me one of your favorite sports movies? Out of all the sports movies that are out there, what is your all-time favorite?
Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans. Man, what? Every time and Rudy, every time I see those two movies, Rudy and Remember the Titans, man,
What about the longest yard?
I'll back you up on that, George.
Okay, that's what you're going to go with, Billy. The longest yard.
Longest yard, both of them. That second one, I can tell you, I've probably seen it 5 times in the last month, and it just makes me roll every time.
It's too funny.
How about Waterboy?
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, Waterboy. We're going to have to go ahead with Waterboy because Adam Sandler is absolutely crazy at Waterboy.
The first one I thought of was Caddyshack.
Yep.
I know golf's not much of a sport, but I'm telling you, that's a great movie.
That was
golf is definitely a great sport. Now that we're older guys and I'm playing it, I got appreciation for golf.
Right.
But yeah, Remember the Titans for me. I know
That's a good one too.
I just think it's what all the things that have been happening in our country. And the one thing that has been such a unifying force, and that's why you see it with Gilbert Brown, he's able to continue to do it, is sports. Sports crosses every barrier. It crosses every generation. It crosses every ethnic group. It crosses every culture. It just does. And because it does that, it unifies you. Because on our football team, it's not really black and white. It's about positions. It's about What is your position? You play offense, defense, special teams? What are you playing at? Do you play secondary? You play linebacker? You play receiver? What do you play? And then collectively, we know that as we get this thing meshing together, we'll win. We'll win big, and we probably win in the Super Bowl, which we were able to do. But that only comes with a collective effort. That's why we like these sports movies, because it unifies us. Whether you like it or not, it puts you on the same table and realizing that we all have everything in common. We much more have things in common than we have things that are different. And so that's what I love about sports.
Perfectly said. Perfectly. Very nice.
I definitely agree with that. All right, we'll check the chat, see if anybody else has any questions. Doesn't look like it. So that means I can keep going. Did you guys ever have any superstitions while you guys were playing in your professional careers, or even when you were younger? Any superstitions?
I just, one of my superstitions was I wanted to drink 2 cups of coffee before every game. And I do not drink coffee at all. But before every game, I would drink 2 cups. So.
I didn't really have too many superstitions. I'm trying to remember, like, you got like idiosyncrasies maybe? I wear my towel on my left side, but sometimes I might forget to put it on my right. I always have a couple of wristbands on. I always wanted to wear gloves, but sometimes I might not wear gloves. But it's more like nuances of your character and things as opposed to me, as opposed to superstitions that I had to have this on. I had to be doing this.
Yeah, I really didn't have any. I knew I had to do things, but it wasn't really a superstition. Like if I didn't do it, I'd have bad luck. I had bad luck regardless, so it didn't make a difference.
That's not true, Schrader, because you was killing people. Schrader was killing people on the practice squad.
Yes, he was.
He was killing people.
On the
he
practice
was killing
squad.
like, man, who is this guy? Put him up.
Yep.
He killing folks up in here, this piece. Yeah. No, Schrader. No, dude. You the real deal, man.
Yep.
You the real deal.
Appreciate that, buddy.
You didn't play 12 years. You don't play 11 or 12 years if you're not the real deal.
You the real deal.
Yep. That's
It's just that they didn't recognize that you were the real deal. They recognized it a little bit later.
I had good teammates to teach me the right way.
All right, guys, so we're moving on to our next activity right now. They are doing the spin the wheel game here.
All right, Mr. Johnson. Our next contestant is Mr. Jones will finish. RS 113386.
You know, I'm gonna have to jump off in about 10 minutes. I have a dinner I have to get to.
Understand.
Okay.
Yep. I'm heading out too in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, let's go, Shawnee.
That's like straight Wheel of Fortune.
Mm-hmm. That dude doesn't look anything like Vanna White. I'll
No,
tell
I
you
don't
that.
look nothing like no Vanna White. Nope. Not at all. But I tell you what, man, Aaron Rodgers is lighting it up, dude. What's going down?
So we got
That's a special player. Man.
Is that a special dude?
Yes. Man.
Isn't this era right now, they got some quarterbacks that are real special. When I look at Russell Wilson, I look at Patrick Mahomes, I look at Aaron Rodgers, they're quarterbacks who just really define logic. I'm like, dude, the ability to be in the pocket and be as good as you are and make things happen, I can't wait to see what the season unfolds.
Deshaun Watson is the real deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they're a different breed of quarterbacks from back when we were playing. I mean, I think these guys now, they are rough and tough. I mean, how many years are these guys playing too?
Right.
Holy cow.
Drew Brees, how many years is this?
I know. Brees got to have at least
18?
about 16 years now. He's 42,
42.
so he's more than 16 years.
More than,
Yeah.
more than 16.
He was playing when I was playing.
Yep. This is 21 for Tom Brady.
That's right. And he lost. I mean, they moved him out of San Diego because Rivers was there.
Right.
Yeah. Best move of the
Best-
Chargers ever.
That's the best thing that ever happened to him.
I tell you, I was with Breeze about a week after that had happened, and he was so furious. I'm like, dude, this is going to work out great for you. You just wait.
Oh,
Man.
Billy, say that again. You was what?
I said I was with Drew Brees at I think it might have been Favre's event, not too long after he had left California, after they shipped him out. And I said, dude, you're going to have a great time in New Orleans. I said, this is going to work out great. It's going to be better for you. And, you know, he was a little skeptical because, you know, he started there with the Chargers. Look at him now.
Yep.
Wow.
That is one of the best moves that the NFL has ever seen,
Yes.
seeing that guy going to New Orleans, because he surely wouldn't have that career if he was at the Chargers.
Yo, not at all. Not at all.
114367.
Hey, they look like they breaking stuff down there. What's going down?
That is loud.
Yeah, they breaking stuff.
Well, it's good seeing you guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
George, it's always a pleasure, man. Good to see you, buddy.
All right, George, good seeing you. See you, Eugene.
Thanks for
Have a
tuning
great
in.
All right,
night.
Billy.
Great seeing you, boys.
All right. Hey, Gino, I'd like to do a Zoom call with you later in the future for my television show.
Hey, anything you need from me, George, I'm there.
Okay.
Anything you need. You got my number, right, George?
Hold on 1 second.
George, I'm gonna send it in the chat right to you, right quick.
Oh, no, hold on. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
95.
Give it to me, Gino.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, let me see something. Here you go, George. I'm gonna hit you with this. This is to
I might
George,
have it.
is your name on here, George?
Hold on, Gino. Gino's the last two numbers. 5658.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Got
That's it. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
I'll let your boy know, George, no doubt.
Thank you, man. All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Our winner is our winner with for 225 was the number. Our winner is 113386. Good job. 113386. 113386 was the grand number of 225. What did you get for that? We get a signed autograph helmet by all the players.
All right. So the winner of that wins a signed helmet.
Mr.
from all those
Hollywood
guys.
Dorsey Levins. Hey, you on mute, man. I can't hear you, buddy, but dude,
Here we go. Jeannie Rob, what's up, man?
I'm doing wonderful, man. How are you doing, dude?
Doing good, man. You looking good.
I know.
You ain't changed.
We're trying to fool them. We both trying to fool them because you're looking great, dude. I cannot believe you have not changed. My
Man,
goodness.
No, you the one who ain't changed. I got all this gray hair. You don't shaved all off, so we can't tell you good.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did. I shaved off all the gray. Like, all right, I'm going to go shave it all off because if I let it grow, it's going to be all white. How you doing, Dorsey?
Hey, man, I can't complain. Not at all. Where you at?
That's good.
You in Charlotte?
Yeah, I'm in Charlotte. I still work for WCNC and the NBC affiliate here. I still work with the Panthers doing some broadcasting with them. And then I'm also a high school coach. So I
Okay.
do football, wrestling, and track. So I've been
Man, busy, huh?
yeah, staying busy. Yeah, I've been staying busy.
That's good.
With this pandemic, I've been trying to stay safe too.
yeah,
you know.
yeah, I know, right?
Are you still you in Florida too? Are you in Florida?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. That's right. I'm sorry, Atlanta.
Yep.
Oh, wow, good to see you, man. You just missed George Kuntz and Billy Schrader was just on.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
And
and so
Schrader.
this is what we did, and Benjamin's our host. This is what we did. We asked the question, what was your most favorite memory as a Packer? Oh, so what was memorable for you being a Packer? Billy answered that, myself, and George. And so I'm going to put that question to you for the rest of the people here who are on this call. This is Dorsey Levens, our running back, 1996, who was absolutely incredible. Incredible. He doesn't even get the credit that he really, really deserves. And I'm just letting you know that's just real talk, because you balled out that season. You were a major part of why we won a Super Bowl. There was no doubt about that. But
Appreciate it, yeah.
I put it to you, what would be your favorite memory as a Green Bay Packer?
That's the easiest one. Winning Super Bowl 31. You know, that was it, man. It's like that's why we played the game. You know, that's what we dreamed about since we were inch high to a grasshopper. And to actually, it was kind of unbelievable. I don't know how you felt about it, but I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it actually. Like, once the confetti fell, I was like, no, it happened. Like, I can't believe it happened. So that was by far my greatest moment in the league.
My greatest moment for you was, I can remember you running a swing pattern in the championship game, and I think it might have been Tyrone Poole. I forget what the cornerback that was, and you jumped over the top of the cornerback and caught the ball.
Oh, it was Eric Davis.
It was Eric Davis. And you a swing pass, and you end up catching the ball over the very top, on the top of it like this. I said, man, first of all, you've been balling all year long, but I really believe, I think that's when we went up. I think that's when we went up and score on them on that play that you had. I can't remember that, but I remember you being so instrumental, running the ball extremely hard and making plays like that. That's what I remember.
Yeah, man, the NFC Championship game, I had a great game at the perfect time, right? That catch we had is funny because we had practiced that probably since week 8, you know, and I'm like, hey, he's never gonna call it. He hardly calls it in practice. And then once they called it, I'm like, okay, Brett's not gonna throw it, right? Because we got Keith Jackson, Mark Chamora, Antonio Freeman, we got Andre Rison, we got a gang of people. And he threw it up there, man. I was like, okay, well, here it goes. Let's go get it. But
but he climbed over the top of him. He Randy Mossed him before Randy Moss was mossing everybody. He Randy Mossed him. He climbed up over the top of him and caught the ball. That was one of, and we were sitting on the side like, oh my goodness, you know we're gonna win this game. It's over. It's over. We know we're gonna win this thing.
You know, when I knew in the third quarter we were playing, and the guys from Carolina were trying to be tough with no sleeves. You know how they do.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't know if you checked the temperature, but it's minus 17 below with the wind chill out here. Some sleeves might be in order. So I got back in my stance, and I kind of scanned around, because you never want to focus on the person that you're responsible for blocking, right? So I just scanned around, and Lamar Lakeland was over here. And I made eye contact with him for a second. He already had snot dripping down his nose, like a little kid, right? It looked awful, but it was kind of funny. And I saw him, when I made eye contact with him, he shivered. I was like, it's a wrap. They're already on the bus. They're cold, and they're thinking about getting warm. This game is over. It's done. And it's crazy because when I came back to the huddle, Brett goes, were you laughing when you ran past me? I was like, I sure was. I was cracking up laughing. They're done. Stick a fork in them. They're done.
They're done. Pull them off the grill, baby.
Yes, sir.
Pull them off the grill.
Man, but man, I mean, how about you? You were instrumental in that drive too. You were the leader back there in the secondary. Always vocal. Everybody getting everybody in the right spot. You know?
Yeah, because we had look, I never met. Well, I played with some really good safeties. Ken Easley, he's in the Hall of Fame, but Leroy Butler was just so dang unique. Like, to be that size and able to rush and sack the quarterback, like, and be elusive like he was and fast like he was, I knew that when I got here to the team and how good he was, I knew I just couldn't mess it up. So my job was, hey, to get everybody in position, make the checks, make sure everybody knows what they're doing, and so that we got communication across the board. And if we can get that, then this dude right here will flourish because this cat's a beast. And then he'll allow me to eat, Doug to eat, Craig Newsom to eat. He's gonna allow everybody to go ahead and eat because he's so good and you have to focus on him. And we were able to get, I think the prior year they had maybe like 10 interceptions. That year we had like 29.
Wow, yeah.
And I made them do stay after practice and catch the ball. I said, you want interceptions? This is what you do. My mentor had 62 interceptions at the time. I got a total of 62. This is what you do. You stay after and you just catch the ball. And if you get so used to it, your hands won't forget it. Your fingerprints won't forget the dimples of the ball. They'll stop the rotation. And you do it so often, you'll catch the ball without even knowing that you caught the ball. And that's what we did. We would do a lot of that. And lo and behold, I think we had a little bit more than 29. That year was a special year. But I got to give Leroy Butler a lot of props, man. That dude he is so good. He allowed me to be even better because he was so good.
Yeah, I mean, both of you guys back there, especially with Reggie up front, getting the D-line together. You being the quarterback of the defensive backs, getting everybody in order, right? And then Kunze up there in the middle barking out.
Yeah, we had a crew.
We had a great team, man. And
we had a great team. We had a crew. I think the most criminal thing was that we should have won the next year. And that was the most criminal. It was almost criminal. Like, man, how did we not win this game? We should have won this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. That makes sense.
No.
Yeah, I had to forgive myself a long time ago to stop dwelling on that game. Like, you know what, Dorsey, it's over. It's done. Let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go.
That's some good words of wisdom there, Dorsey.
Oh, man, because it just drives you crazy on the inside, right? You get your blood boiling and you start questioning everything that happened that week, and it's like, you know what, man? It's done. We went back-to-back. It would have been great if we won back-to-back. But the simple fact that we went back-to-back, man, it was incredible.
It was. That loss, even though it was a loss, it just cemented my times as being a Green Bay Packer. I mean, I've only been with this team only 2 years, but I felt like I've been with this team my entire career because it's such a difference. It's such a difference.
Yeah, I think we had such a family atmosphere.
Yeah.
You fit right in, good dude, great values, flying around, barking orders, making plays, right? Because if you barking orders and you ain't making plays, nobody's listening to you.
Nobody's listening.
Nobody's listening. But you made plays, so people, you had their undivided attention, man. That was a great year. Great 2 years, really.
You know what? Hey, I'll even get even more personal. We were in practice one day and we were doing like some like hitting drill, and it was the offense of number ones against the number ones, and Dorsey was running the ball, and Dorsey, you was running off tackle going so Frank Winter's left hand side in between that guard tackle gap, and you come flying up through the hole, and I said, dude, I better get down there fast. This dude's about to go ahead and run those. So I hit you as hard as I could, right? And this was in practice. Boom, right? And I was like, dang, this dude ain't even like budge. I said, I just hit him hard and he didn't even budge. I said, man, that's a real man right there. That is a real man. That 2.5 right there is freaking heat. And I knew when I ran up against, I said, dude, this dude ain't no joke right here. This dude's the real deal. That was in practice. I don't know if you even remember, but that was in practice. I can remember that at Hudson
Center inside.
Hudson Center. I can remember that. I can remember that vividly in practice. It was during a training camp that year we won the Super Bowl, and I ran up against you.
I tell you what I remember. I don't remember that play. I remember though, we were going live one-on-ones, and we were running a mob play where you had to cut the end guy on the line of scrimmage. Obviously, we couldn't cut guys in the scrimmage because we didn't cut each other.
Yeah,
we played against each other. But my job was to cut Reggie White, right? So I look back at Harry. I'm like, what am I going? If I can't cut him, what am I going to do? Like, it's a suicide mission, right? Sending me out there to die. Like, what? I was like, you know what? All right, forget it, y'all. I got this. I'm about to blow Reggie big behind up. I got down, man, and when I tell you, I gave him everything I had, full speed. Dude put his hand on my head like I was a 5-year-old, and then it kind of went like this and just kind of pushed me away while he was like I was a fly. He was like, Jeannie, I gave him everything I had. everything, 1,000%, nothing.
Nothing.
Didn't even bat an eyelash. I was like, this dude right here is the truth.
Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying some of the stories that we get a chance to tell, because we don't often get a chance to do this and to reminisce and to bring you inside the locker room, inside our huddle of what we do. Especially because I don't really miss the games, Ben. I miss the people. I
miss people in the
the people. I miss the camaraderie. I miss the locker room, the people. I mean, I ain't trying to get hit anymore. I ain't trying to hit anybody. I don't even care about that anymore.
Exactly.
But the relationships that you develop, man, seeing Dorsey, seeing Billy, seeing Coombs, what? That's what I miss.
Yeah, and it's like every time we see each other too, we don't miss a beat. It's almost like we had a game last week and we had a bye week and we just came back together, right?
Oh,
Everybody's cool.
I can tell that just listening to you guys right now. It's just like, it's like you saw each other yesterday.
it is such a unique atmosphere, and that's across the board from I think that's every team, and particularly Green Bay, because it's just a different animal. It's a different culture. It really is.
Definitely for
it's
sure.
a different culture.
Definitely that family environment. Definitely that picking each other up more than the other teams have.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, too, I got a chance, just like Eugene, to play in some other places. You know, when I got to Green Bay, it's funny, toward the end of my career, we had some contract disputes and stuff, and they were like, if you go to other places, it's not like Green Bay. You know, we have a good family atmosphere. You know, they always valued high character guys. They always brought in guys who they thought would fit in.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, well, of course you're going to tell me there's no place like Green Bay because you want me to stay here. You don't want me to leave. So I leave and I go to Philly with the Eagles, and Andy Reid is the coach. And I was like, yeah, this is good. Because what Andy did was kind of take the Green Bay philosophy and just move it to Philadelphia, right? So it was very similar. But then when I played 1 year with the New York Giants, and I was like, oh, this is what they're talking about, right? I was like, ugh, right? It just wasn't the same. There was no family atmosphere. After practice in Green Bay and in Philadelphia, we sit around and play dominoes. 2 hours after practice, we still sitting there talking trash, slamming bones. When I was in New York, once practice was over, that locker room was a ghost town.
Wow.
Ironically, I played 11 years in the NFL. You know what my one losing season was? Take a wild guess. With the Giants.
It was the Giants.
4-12. And I knew probably week 6 or 7, I knew the season was over. And I was like, I don't even know what to do. Like, the season's over. I'm ready to go home. Because we were on teams, we always competed late in the season. I played 11 seasons. I played 5 NFC championships. So I was always competing at the end of the year. And it wasn't the same family atmosphere and environment. And
it's almost like instead of a family atmosphere, it was more like competition all the time, where you're competing when you play with the Packers, it's like, these are your brothers. It's like, you don't need to beat them, that type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. There was no camaraderie at all. And it showed. And
when there's no camaraderie, that means you're not going to really trust that guy next to you. And I want to be able, I knew I could count on Roy. I knew I could count on Coons. I knew I could count on Reggie, Gilbert, Sean. I knew Wayne Simmons. I knew I could count on these cats. Like, if I called something and we echoed it, boom, I knew we were going to play the defense. Even if I was wrong, even if I said, okay, somebody went in motion, I called the wrong check, they would still have enough trust in me to play the check I just called, and we'll win on that check that I just called, even though it's the wrong play, because we were all on the same page. And the guys who were doing their work were just beasts. I mean, just beasts. And I just knew it, and it felt so good. And I came from a place in Seattle where we were losing historically. And I go to Green Bay, it was totally different. Loved it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so if you guys are willing, I'm going to share some content here.
Okay.
And we have a little video to watch from one of our sponsors.
Ben, are you frozen? I think your Wi-Fi signal is down.
Let me check. Oh, it said I stopped sharing. That's on me. How about now? Is that better?
Yep, that's good.
Awesome.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easy. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for me. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because of greatest love is happening to me.
All right, and if you guys would be willing to walk me through these sponsorship slides, that'd be awesome.
So what we did last time, just to get you caught up, Dorsey, was me, Kuntz, and also Billy. And so we were thanking the sponsors, and we just took them one at a time, and we just kind of alternated. So I'll go ahead and do that, and if you could do that with me, that'd be great. Thank you, sponsors. And the very first sponsor that we have is thank you, sponsors, to Covera Insurance, Amy Briggs. That's Covera Insurance Services. They are a brown sponsor. Thank you, Covera Insurance.
All right, thank you, Turnmeyer Auto Repair, Sue and Paul Turnmeyer. They're also a bronze sponsor.
Thank you to Break Bush Chicken. That's Break Bush Chicken. Good people, great chicken, and they are a brown sponsor.
Sounds like you've done this before, Eugene.
Yeah, just a little bit, huh?
Thank you for Ashley Furniture. Ashley Furniture Industries, also a bronze sponsor. I've done work with Ashley's in the past. Great company and great furniture.
And thank you, El Sabata. El Sabata. And I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. You are a bronze sponsor. We want to thank you. Thank you, Al.
All right, and we got a little time for some Q&A again. Again, I'll open the floor to the audience. If anybody wants to put any questions in the chat, we can definitely answer those, but as long as it's up to me. How about what did you guys have any like favorite sports heroes growing up? Like, who did you look up to the most out of anybody?
For me, it was Tony Dorsett, because I think because of the name similarities, Dorsey, Dorsett. So in Little League, first year junior Pee Wees, 9 years old, I wore number 33, and I had to play running back. That was the bottom line, period, in the story. So Tony D was my man. For me, I'm gonna stick with that same running back thing. The reason why I wanted to play football was a running back for the Minnesota Vikings back in 1975, 74, Chuck Foreman. Oh, 44. And I used to love all the spin movie he would do. And so I would go outside with my football, and I would, on garbage cans, on my friends, I would stop and spin. I thought I was gonna be a running back, but obviously I'm not you, Dorsey. So, but Chuck Foreman was the reason I wanted to become a football player. And one of my greatest honors, I've been doing broadcasting for a long time. Well, back in 2000 and maybe 2004, 2005, I had a chance to
introduced this charity golf tournament, and I was introducing like of Deacon Jones and some of these greats who played ball. And on the list happened to be Chuck Foreman at the very last of the list. And I didn't just know, and as I was getting there, I didn't know he was there. I said, you are the reason why I wanted to play football. I watched you as a Minnesota Viking, and I wanted to be you. And I got to do that playing football because of you. So I got a chance to go ahead and actually thank him for inspiring me to want to play football.
All right, and we have a question from Danielle in the audience. She says, if you didn't play football, what sport would you have played, or would you have went another route?
For me, it definitely was basketball. I was a high school All-American in basketball as well. Won a state championship, lost a state championship. My senior year, I averaged like 27 points and 12 balls. The only problem was my handle was suspect. I was only 6'1", so I was stronger than everybody. I could jump out the gym, I could shoot. But if I had to dribble, I got real nervous. So I thought I had a better chance of furthering my career playing football. You know, true story, Gene, remember when we would leave after practice, we go through the gym and there was a basketball court.
It was a basketball, yeah, absolutely.
So we would play horse. Early on in my career, I would play horse until people started realizing they couldn't beat me. And we would gamble $20 a shot. If I shoot and make it, you owe me 20. If you shoot again and miss, you owe me 40. So every shot was $20. I didn't go to the ATM for one whole season.
Wow.
One whole season. And then they like probably around January, I was leaving one day. I might have been Bill Schrader. I was like, Bill, come on, man, let's play. He was like, I'm done with you, man. Done. I'm taking my money. So I had a nice little basketball hustle in Green Bay.
Wow. Hey, I didn't know. Well, I could see you playing basketball for sure. For me, I was a wrestler. I wrestled. I was always a small kid, so I wrestled. I wrestled in high school, and I wrestled my first year in college before just really, and I walked on in college to play football too. So, but I was a wrestler, and because I was a wrestler, I had this hidden toughness that nobody knew, because if you saw me, you looked at me like this, oh man, does your mother even know that you're in school? You looked, because I didn't look the part. I looked too small. I wasn't a big guy, but I was one of them cats like, oh, if I wrestle you, oh, I'm about to rip your head off. So for me, I would have never gone into MMA and any of that type of stuff like that. I wouldn't have gone into that, but I was like that type of tough person like that. And wrestling is something that I've done for my entire high school and a little bit of college.
Okay,
I loved it.
No MMA, but how about WWF?
Oh yeah, I could go. Yeah, I could be one. And know who loved the WWF is Reggie White. Reggie. Loved that, man. He would do all the voices and all the stuff. He like this, man. He would do Macho Man Randy Savage. Man, this is Macho Man Randy Savage. He would do all that stuff, and I said, dude, you actually like that stuff? He said, Gene, I love it. I said, I think you believe it. He said, well, some of that stuff is real. I'm like,
hey,
well,
I was just about to say that. You can't tell Reggie it's not real.
Oh, you couldn't tell me it wasn't real.
But, you know, Reggie fought, he had an exhibition, a wrestling match with Mongo.
I know.
Steve McMichael, he played for the Bears when Steve played for us. They had a wrestling match.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. Reggie loved that stuff. And remember when the Big Show came to our practice?
Yep.
The Big Show and Reggie White. So the Big Show, if you don't know, is, I don't know, close to 7 feet tall. He made Reggie had on his uniform. Reggie's 320 pounds. Reggie's about 6'6", 6'7". And Reggie looked like a little child next to the Big Show. Big Show got to be like 7'2". He was like close to about 450 to 500 pounds. He was huge. Yeah. And he didn't look fat. I said, man, the Big Show ain't no joke. And he made Reggie look like he was a small man as they were coming on the field one day. I was like, dude, that's the Big Show like that? Dude, that dude's huge.
Big dude.
Huge.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we've got another question from Bill in the audience. He said, what do you think of free agency today?
Like what do you mean? Like in what aspect?
That's all Bill asked.
Like, I can tell you the aspect that we need to be free agents right now, Dorsey. We need to be playing because they about to break us off something proper.
Oh, I know, right?
You know that's true. Dorsey,
yeah.
If you think about this, right? If you put our careers 10 years, I mean, if we're playing now, and as good as you were, and as good as you was and how dominant you was, dude, you don't even have to be great to get a contract that's $10 million. You don't have to be great. You just gotta you just gotta fool them. But with somebody who's really, really good, a person like Dorsey Levens would be worth $75 to $100 million.
Yeah,
No doubt.
The biggest thing is the increase in money. I mean, Pat Mahomes has got a $500 million.
$500 million
with a B. Billion. Right? But it's the sign of the times. Even when I played, Harry Sidney, who played for the 49ers back in the day, who's my running back coach, Harry was like, man, I made $75,000 one year. And at the time, the league minimum was like 108. I don't know what it is now. I'm sure it's over 200.
No, it's 490.
The league minimum is 490?
490.
Yeah, times have changed a little bit. Literally 4 times more than what it was when I played. But and it's just gonna keep getting higher. Just gonna keep getting higher. I'm trying to get my son ready now so we can cash in.
Yes. and here it is. I remember my mentor, Dave Brown. He played with the Green Bay Packers also. He left the Seattle Seahawks, went to Green Bay. Dave Brown has 62 interceptions in his career. He was my mentor in Seattle. Unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 53. So Dave told me when we were striking in 1980, when I first started to become active as an active member in the NFLPA, Dave Brown told me, he said, Gene, we're striking right now, not for you, but for your son or your son's son. He said, and there's going to come a time, if we're able to get free agency, he said, the football player will make $100 million, $120, $150 million, and nobody's going to even bat an eye. And I told him back in 1986, when he told me that, I said, Dave, you're crazy, because minimum salary was $62,000. And Dave's telling me that you're going to make $100 million. That was unfathomable. Well, guess what? Patrick Mahomes is $500 million.
$500 million.
$500 million. That only tells you how popular football is, how big it is. And that's what we're saying. If we were free agents today, during this time, and I don't begrudge any guy now at all, because I have my time, it would be totally crazy, because the money that we would have been able to make would be absolutely insane.
Yep, I agree.
All right, would you guys be willing to walk me through my slideshow again one more time?
Go right ahead. You got it.
Awesome. All right, so we're just going to mention how to bid one more time. We have the live auction coming up pretty soon. So if you want to bid on that, you can just put your bid in the comments, and I'll make sure to get it to the guys. Make sure your bid is live. But if you want to bid on any of those awesome silent auction items we have, you can put that bid in the comments, or you can call that number there, 525-2326, or we have the Facebook live stream. You can comment on there. All right, and these are some of our bigger donors for this evening, you guys.
This is Joy Boulder Creek Campgrounds. And we get a chance to do the campgrounds with Gilbert Brown. And I'm telling you, that is a wonderful time, a great fundraiser, but a wonderful time. We get a chance to meet up. Thank you very much. Boulder Creek.
All right, also Fun in the Sun, houseboat vacations on the upper Mississippi River. I've done that several times. We've all done it, actually. It's a real good time. Those houseboats are really fun and really comfortable. And you see, I'm a big nature guy, so it's always fun for me to see the bald eagles out there. They're everywhere out there. Really good time.
Great River Harbor, the biggest little secret on the Mississippi River. I haven't had a chance to do the Great River Harbor, but it sounds like it's absolutely fabulous. The biggest little secret on the Mississippi River, that's Great River Harbor.
Evergreen campsites and resort. Once again, another great campsite that we visited. Great people, great times, great food, great atmosphere.
All right, we've got a little video here from Milton Campground Owners Association.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way.
Okay. All right, and it's time for the live auction, you guys. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. We'll get back to the Zoom. I'll make sure to get you guys live. Oh, I'm sorry.
And Ben, don't forget to turn your phone horizontally so we can get more resolution.
Okay.
Hey, guess what? He's a two-time MVP. Two-time NBA. First round. However, he's a young player. That's my point. You have a chance to get in on somebody who's definitely a two-time MVP. At the beginning of his, at the beginning, he's got a big upside. He's going to dominate on the court. Yeah, for a long time. Get her. This outstanding print is going to be available to you. We're going to start the bidding out at $300. Let's call it $300. Yeah, he's 6'11". Yeah, 2 steps from the 3-point line and dunk. So we'll start the bidding out for $300. Yeah. 608. 525. You should all know that number by now, right? We should. So two-time NBA MVP. One fan. Two-time NBA MVP. We got 350. That's awesome. 350. Anybody give me 400? Looking for 400. Are you a Bucks fan or? Yes, I am a Bucks fan. Yeah, I'm sure. Why would you ask me that? Hey, here we go. Houston, you know, you like the Houston. I don't know. That's all you talk about in the coast, the Houston Rock. Well, they're both home and watching LeBron tonight. That's what both of them. Oh, yeah, they're home. Here we go. Where are we? We're at 400. We're at 400 looking for 450. Looking for 450. 400 looking for 450. 400 looking for 450. 400 looking for 450. 400 looking for 450. 450 looking. And we're going to say 400 going what? 400 going drop. 400 is sold. That one went to Paula Diamond. Diamond. All right, the last live auction item of the night. See, no, get her. What we got? We got a signed picture of one of 3 of the Green Bay Packers have ever had.
Let me get close.
The second one was Brett Favre. And you already know who the third one is. We don't find this. So we got a signed Aaron Rodgers print that we need. We don't want to put it back in the box. You know you guys want it. You know you guys are going to be. If you put, imagine that your man cave.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
They're gonna put that in the sheet. They're gonna put that in their bedroom. What's his girl name? He ain't got her number. What's her name? Danica Patrick. Said she took off in the car. man. Oh, you see how good he playing, huh? That's why. 608 525 2323 or give him a round. Or we'll start this off and again. Unload. That's 300. But here's the killer part. Look, you got a replica Super Bowl ring. What year was that? I mean, what was that? Super Bowl 45? Basement, your backyard, yeah, $300. Who will give me? Oh, we got a lady in the back gonna give us I'm gonna take you home. All right, we got. You can have Aaron Rodgers and Santana Dodson for $1 more. Please take it. Please take it. $1. She said, bring it here, big fella. She said, bring it here, big fella.
I think they might be frozen again. I think, Dorsey, this goes to like 9 o'clock, so they sound like they're wrapping up with the
auction, yeah.
With the auction, yeah. That's what it sounds like.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
We got a 550. Okay. Looking now for 600. Remember the one, guys. We're at 551. Looking now for 600 in the back. Because we're playing, take him with you.
Hey,
It's a little easier to
auction.
listen to it online
So
or
Gilbert's
like
having an auction.
Facebook.
It is a Zoom call. It's a telethon.
Looking now
So,
for
I didn't know
650.
that I was going to be like one of the
650.
payments, like to answer.
We got a 650.
Yeah,
Looking now for 7.
Yeah, so I'm almost. It's going to 9 o'clock.
701. Oh, she said you coming home with me, big dog. 701. 751. 751. See Craig in it. Craig said 51. He won't be gone too. Look for 750. 751? No. 8. Oh, 801. Did you say 801? Yeah. She said, yes, 801. We got an 801. Boy, she gonna be disappointed when she gets you home. 801. We got an 801. You got it. All right, we got 801. Looking out for 851. 801, 851. Oh, another one. 851. You ain't playing, big fella. Yeah. Ain't nobody out there. We're looking down for 901. Yeah, correct. 901. 901.
901. 851 for 901.
850. Oh, we got 901. 901. Now for 91. Anybody need to pull that up to the camera so you people see the people.
I already did.
Hey, give it to the one.
I'm going to do it again.
Give it to the one. What, where we at? 9 what?
901.
901. 901. What? All right, where we at now? What's the number you looking for?
901.
I see the head. So we're looking for 901?
I don't know.
901 looking for 951. Dino's still on?
No. Right now it's Eugene and
Yeah, I got it set up. Okay, so
Dorsey. Yeah.
shortcuts.
901 going.
Unmute my audio.
901 going.
Mute and unmute. It's set. Just, or you can just click it.
Okay. Right now. Oh, hold his hand. I'm sorry, man, when you get home. 901 is so. Come on up for everybody to see what's going, man.
All right, so that sold, the Aaron Rodgers plaque sold for $901. Very impressive bid. Right. So are my guys still here? Eugene and Dorsey, you guys still here?
Yep.
Go here. Yep.
Awesome. So I think we might as well go to a little more Q&A. I think everybody loved that. So if you guys could tell one thing to a young aspiring football player, what would it be? What's your one piece of advice?
Work hard. Work hard. There's no substitution for hard work. You know what I mean? You gotta find a way to differentiate yourself from the rest of the group. And there are a lot of guys out there who are talented, but talent alone is not gonna make it. You gotta bust your behind to make it to where you want to get. If you want to get to that next level, you got to put the work in. There's no way around it.
And absolutely, and just to add on to that is that the academics of football is important. I mean, and it kind of really, there are no dumb football players. You got to learn too much stuff. You have to know an entirely different language. And you got to be able to recall that language on command, on demand like that. And you have to be right. And you got to be confident. And so the physicality of football is that the least thing that we do. The academics of football is what we do. And when you know the academics of football, you know who to get, how to get them, where to be at, you just made your job that much easier. Your job is easier. So I'm going to tell you, if you're wasting time in school, then you ain't a serious football player. But if you're putting in the work in school and your classes, you have a great chance, because if you understand the academics of football with physicality, with preparation, with readiness, you can be a really good football player, and then hopefully make it to the next level in college, and then hopefully make it to the next level in the pros. The academics is extremely important.
I think those are really good answers, guys. Is there any questions from the audience? We're definitely open to questions right now, but if nobody else has any, do you guys want to tell us about life after football? So once you retire, what's it like? You've been playing football forever. What do you do? How do you go without it?
For me, it's been, my last season was 04. So we're looking at 16 years. I think as time goes by, you just kind of get past it. You know, the old football playing me is gone. You know, that guy's history. I love the memories. But now really, you know, I teach a spin class up here. About to open up my own studio once this pandemic clears up. I do some mindfulness work to help people stress less. And right now, really, the biggest challenge is being my son's first grade homeschool teacher. That's been the biggest challenge. And if any of you teachers out there right now would be a great time to like boycott and ask for all the money in the world, because all the parents across the country will have your back. 1,000%. I know I will. All of y'all deserve a raise.
Yeah, you know, what I've been able to do is transition from football. It's so important while you're in the game that you look to make sure that when you get out of the game, you can do something else. For me, my major was computer science. And for me, I've always spoken or always been interviewed. And somehow I was able to merge leaving football with broadcasting by doing some internships while I was playing football. Those things are important because there's a lot of guys who, when they transition out of football, feel misplaced, feel like they're disjointed. And that's common, and it almost feels like a death, if you will. And so you got to mitigate that by what? Making sure while you're playing football that you are doing something to prepare yourself for your future. Because football, the average years is only 3.2 years from what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're not going to have an 11-year career like Dorsey. You're not going to have a 16-year career like me or a 20-year career like Drew Brees. Those things are few and far between. So if you're realistic, you do what you can. The academics, make sure that you can do something other than football, because football at some point and then is going to end in midget, flag football, midget league, high school, college, or pros, but it's coming to an end. But you got to live the rest of your life. And so make sure you can do something else. Your education is extremely important. Mine is computer science, but I'm involved in broadcasting and communications, and that's been a wonderful blessing for me.
Okay, I think those are really good answers, guys. What is it like to have to balance a social life with your pro career?
You mean like while we were playing?
Yeah.
I mean, well, in Green Bay, there wasn't a whole lot to do. So it wasn't hard to balance your career.
I guess.
I know a lot of, for me, I would hang out with the defensive players on Thursdays. They would always get together at the bar and have wings. So Thursdays we would go over there, maybe, Friday. I didn't drink back when I played, so it was, it wasn't a whole, I didn't do a whole lot. I was a big movie buff, especially in Green Bay. When I got to Philly, there was more stuff to do, especially in New York. New York, I had a good time now. We were 4-12, and the football part of it wasn't good. But New York was good. We had a good time.
Okay.
That suffice. I'm gonna tag on to what he just said.
All right. So, any more questions from the audience? No, it doesn't look like it. All right. So I'm going to share my screen again. Got a few more advertisers. Do you guys want to give these guys a couple shout outs?
Yeah, this is Wayne River Bay, Camping Resort and Marina. That's River Bay. Thank you very much, Wayne. You about to share your screen with the video?
Yep, I'll put this video.
All right.
All right, here's some more sponsors.
All right, thank you to Dick Thompson at State Farm Insurance. State Farm is also a bronze sponsor.
Bank of Alma, that's Alma, Nelson, Pepin, Wabasha, I'm sorry, and then bronze sponsor they are. That's the Bank of Alma.
And thank you for Collins Plumbing. Collins Plumbing, bronze sponsor as well.
And thank you to Lacrosse Milling. That's Lacrosse Milling. Lacrosse Milling, they're a bronze sponsor as well, too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Severson Oil. Severson Oil Company is also a bronze sponsor. I wonder if that's Lori's family.
I wonder, too, if that is Lori's. There you go.
Did they expanded into the oil business?
They must have. They have to.
All right, I'm about to ask her to borrow some money.
And thank you, sponsor to Bluffview Bank. That's Bluffview Bank. They are a bronze sponsor. Thank you very much, Bluffview.
And thank you to the Drew Crew, joining the fight against paralysis. The Drew Crew, also a bronze sponsor. Thank you.
And Lost Pirates Tiki Bar. Lost Pirates Tiki Bar and Grill. They are bronze sponsors. Make sure that you go ahead. And I'm not sure what phase you're in, phase 2, phase 3 of things opening up. But if you have a chance to go down to the Lost Pirates Tiki Bar and Grill, make sure you do. Make sure you patronize it.
And thank you, Riverside Till and Flooring. Riverside Till and Flooring. And to piggyback on what Jeannie Robb just said, this coronavirus is still out there, man. So be careful when you're going out in public. If you're going out to some of these places, mask up, be responsible.
Indeed. Big River Escapes, Riverside Cabins. They are a bronze sponsor. Thank you, Big River Escapes.
And thank you, Talbot Family Funeral Home. Talbot Family Funeral Homes, also a bronze sponsor. Thank you.
And a big thank you to Duck Creek. They raised $15,000, $550 for the 2019 year. That is huge. A big ups, big thank you to Duck Creek.
And Scenic Ridge. Thank you, Scenic Ridge Campgrounds. Fun times, good place. Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna bring you back into the other room. We're gonna do a last call on some of those silent auction items, and also I think those guys are doing a little Q&A.
The guy trying to sign the basket that comes, you just put it before it comes way. It just helps out everything. But these are the items, you gotta get them quick because we have got just 35 more minutes at 608, Shawnee 525-2320. And Gilbert Brown Foundation.org. Silent auction still going until 8:30 Central Time. Thank you, Mr. Jones. Thank you. This is the part of the show where you can ask these players anything you want. From Craig Newsom to Sean Jones to Santana Johnson to Caden. You sitting up there, so you ain't. You said you are a player today. Okay, so we have you got online too. Call in. What's the number? 608 525-2323. Ask us a question. Or Gilbert Brown Foundation.org. Ask these guys anything. Craig, you're supposed to be up here instead of back there. Trying to hide. Okay. All right, we have questions. So first person come up. Yeah, come up. Put the beer down, man. You on TV. Oh, Jesus. All right, sir, stand right here. I'll give you the microphone. First ask the player's name and what would you like to ask him. Oh, yes.
I know Super Bowl victory, but how does Super Bowl victory? What was the most memorable game for you and why?
Oh wow! Besides the Super Bowl, I would definitely say the divisional round against San Francisco the same year, because it was a sloppy, muddy. It was about 36 degrees. It was raining the whole game. It was raining sideways. And it's just one of those games, like when you're a young kid out playing in the mud and rain, and your mom, you get in trouble with your mom, you gotta leave your clothes outside. It was one of those type games, you know. And we knew we were gonna dominate them. We knew we were gonna play well. And you had the pretty boys like Jerry Rice. I recall at halftime he wouldn't change his whole uniform, so he came out in this white, you know, the white and red uniform, whatever 49ers colors. And we had a guy by the name of Wayne Simmons. So that totally ticked Wayne off. That, you know, Jerry Rice is coming out there with a clean uniform. Yeah, Wayne goes over and he picks Jerry's running play. So he picks Jerry Rice up and he slams him back in the mud, right? And we just fell out laughing.
Thank you, Mr. Doxson. Who has the next question? Remember, you can call in number?
Yes, sure.
608-525-2323. Or give it back under that. Tell everybody your name, who you want to ask your question.
My name is Jean Thurble. Before I ask my question, I would like to personally thank you because you helped my husband. January. My question is, you are my husband's favorite player. He's up there.
Eugene.
Question is for any of you gentlemen that would care to
I
answer.
thought you were taking a nap.
Okay. What is like in retirement after being
Who's that?
NFL football player? After the high of playing in the NFL, what is life like in retirement? Obviously, this gentleman is
So I guess we can all answer that. I'll start.
Anybody can
Sean is like,
sure.
but to me, for me, it's kind of hard. I got my freedom. It's tough because it's hard because you've been doing something for so long. You got to try to get it out your system. So you got to find. The foundation has been a godsend for me because it keeps me on the straight and narrow of doing what I have to do. And I get to see my teammates again. That's one of the main reasons. You know, I pick up the phone and these guys come running. I mean, and ain't nobody getting paid. You know what I'm saying? That's the amazing thing about these guys. And that's why I love them there. And again, you don't get choked about it. Great question because a lot of people. It's a great question because a lot of people, they don't really understand that when you play football, it's so much a big part of your life and it's consuming. And when you're a football player, you spend more time with your teammates than you. When we're done playing. With Santana, the things we've done with this charity has just been phenomenal. What's been great for me is just seeing how big-hearted a lot of my teammates have been over the years, and just the things that they care about, the things that they're doing. For me personally, there's been a lot of times when I kid, I like school. I've gone back to school. I finished up law school a couple years ago, and I'm in a doctoral program right now. I like being in school and trying to keep off that CTE. No, but it's you know, I think for a lot of us, it's just getting really passionate about. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, ma'am.
For Santana, what is your favorite memory with Gilbert?
There's way too many.
No TV now.
Probably one we talk about the most would be, probably one we talk about the most is, well, we're both car guys. And the first year we played, so my first year in Green Bay, I needed him to follow me home to drop my car for whatever reason. So we're in Green Bay and I'm driving home and he's following me a little too close. So as soon as I hit the brake lights, he ran into the back of me, right? And of course, like everything else, if you know Gil, as soon as I get out, I'm like, dude, what? Like, why'd you stop so fast? So that's probably one of them that we talk about the most. But yeah, it was a fun line.
Can I elaborate on this? It'll be vice versa.
Sure.
So, me and Santana in training camp now. It's a little bitty room. So, but all I gotta bring the big screen.
You have a single?
You have a single? No, it was me and his dad. So I had the whole room flush. Everybody come to our room and then they leave.
Like
so every night we go to bed. Beyond all the snoring I got to go through, he has this clock. Everybody else's clock, it goes or whatever. He has this clock that does rainfall. So I'm like, Santana, I'm 6'3", you 6'5". Ain't no way in the world we supposed to be waking up today. He's like, oh, we gotta get our mind right. We gotta be refreshed in the morning. I said, what? And then he got like different times, different things he had to do. See, he sets there at night while I hide them cheeseburgers before coach comes in. Because I'm supposed to be on the fat man table. I'm going to eat before I go to bed. Santana, explain the rainforest to these people.
Well, you know, I just had one of those alarms that you could have like the crickets chirping or the rainforest or something like that. And, you know, so I wake up. Real. Yeah, so we wake up like at 6 in the morning for training camp. And I go hit the alarm and he's just looking at me like this. He's like, hey, I need a real alarm clock. I'm like, hey, there's no need to get buzzed awake and, you know, your heart jumps when you get the buzz. I said, we just need a nice, calm, relaxing rainfall. And we'll be ready for work. We're ready to go. Thank you. Yeah.
Is there any more questions? Nobody has any more questions? Oh, we got 2 more. Come on now, both of you. One back to back. There you go.
So I just got done binge watching Ray Donovan, and last night was the final season of Schitt's Creek. I want to know what you guys are watching on TV. What have you been watching?
All right, Craig, what do you watch?
I saw sport.
You said binge watch.
Binge watch.
Sure.
All right, I watched Schitt's Creek. Yes! That's pretty funny. First 4 years. And then I caught up on all the Ozarks. Caught up on that. Wait for that to come back on. Godfather of Harlem. That was pretty good. There's a whole bunch. But what we just discovered with COVID, there's so much TV out there. It's gotten out of control. But yeah, those are probably the 3 that I watched the most. Yeah, I just finished up Ozark. It was pretty good. Yeah. And I've been watching Suits. Yeah, I've never seen that before, so I was catching up on Suits with what is the princess? Is she still a princess?
Yeah, she's still a princess.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I've got a question for you guys. In the COVID world, with training camp or no training camp, no off season, jumping right into the season, what do you think? What do you think the preparation will look like for you guys to be able to play this year? Well, I would love. Yeah, let me tell y'all, Sean Jones.
That was my preparation.
Sean Jones's name.
I've been trying to get them to do this all along.
His nickname was Salad. And the reason his nickname was Salad because on Sunday he was going to be fresh, meaning that he was not going to do too much in practice. Something that I've never seen. We would go out to practice, and specifically Sean, first of all, wouldn't have cleats on. He'd be in like K-Swiss, unlaced, like untied. And Mike Holmgren would be on the sideline just beat red, just kind of pissed off, like, Sean, can we get you to wear some cleats? And he's like, all you hear in your ears, like, don't run the run. Slow down, guys. Don't run the run. We got to get ready for Sunday. So his nickname was Alex. Would it be any different for you?
No, I don't know what y'all been trying to tell y'all. You didn't need to do all that work. It turns out I was way ahead of my time. Full circle. Bad influence. Young guys.
Yeah, you think it would be any different for you? Preparation wise.
I don't care what we had to do, as long as we had to run no gas.
Yeah.
You can delete those. Oh, ma'am, save me, thank you. There you go.
Hi. My question for you, Gilbert. I was wondering, of all of the charities, which there's a million of them, what made you start this one and this choice of what you're doing?
Wow. You sit back and think all that?
Yeah.
Well,
Good question.
yes, good question. Get on. Well, my foundation to me is very special because it puts us in front of the kids. And the kids are our focus, that's our mission. But sometimes our mission leads us to down other roads. You know, it's like you start off, our count right now is 156 or something like that. So it started out at 1. Started out at 1, then we go to 2, then another kid would come up and it was 3, and then at 4, and then before you know it, and then the people in the foundation office be like, we don't want no more. Do not take any more. So then another little kid come up to me and say, can you help me? And there's another. I said, I can't tell them no because it keeps going up and up. And the thing about my foundation is we got great help from my teammates. We got great leadership from Ms. Lori. We got great participation from everybody. I was glad to have my sister on. Did I say that?
Hey, Caroline.
I'm glad to have my sister on. But then again, she's here, but then I got my other sister that really helps out. She helps me out do a lot of things. We got my mom. She still has a heavy switch. I'm gonna tell her she switched up. Probably got the I was the least. Probably got the most. But anybody want to tell the story about how I used to get the tape recorder? I had classic switches on. Destroyed. Anyway, I'm on the subject. Sorry. But anyway, the foundation really enjoys helping the state of Wisconsin on numerous of charities. I can't say which one is my favorite because if it did, I would only have one. I have 156 for a reason, and I'm gonna keep going so as long as I can keep going because I got this great help that I have. I got great teammates that have come running anytime I got my man right here. That this kid right here is amazing because I wish I was half the person he is for what he was. So, thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. I really do enjoy that. Who? Leroy. What happened? Who? Leroy? What do you want? Question from Leroy. What was your playing? Shut. He killed it. He gonna say, what was your playing weight? And what was your favorite food? Wait till I get home. I'm gonna give you 5. Oh, I had something like that. Your brothers. All right, but guys, again, thank you guys. You got any parting words you want to say to the folks before we get off?
No, it's just great. I mean, it's great to be able to do this, be able to support. One of the best things about, we always ask about being retired and what do you do now and those things. I think getting out into the community when you're playing, you're just at 1265 Lombardi Avenue. And you're going in and you're coming out, you're focused on next week's game. One of the best things about being a retired Packer is getting out in the community and being able to visit with true Packer fans. So just like we give to you guys and your different causes, it's great to be able, you guys give to us in abundance as well, because y'all have your stories of where you were for this game or this Monday night game or this Super Bowl, and being able to be in your households and create those memories is real special for us as well. So we enjoy it. We thank you guys.
The way foundations work, it's not the people that create them, it's the people that support them. And so you guys got to give yourself a big round of applause. And the timeless or the tireless work that goes into it, and Lori just works tirelessly. Yes. Yes, she does. Always so supportive. Obviously, all of us don't give us that get the yeah, that was important. And then finally, the Gilbert, Gilbert can work the keep that, because there are a lot of guys that start things, but they don't have, they don't have the wherewithal to see it through. And for 20 plus, how many years have you done that? 24 years? Okay. A long time. And that's how you know when you're doing God's work. When you don't count the days, you don't count the minutes, you don't count the hours, you just get up and go to work. So there's a lot of credit to the foundation, what they've been able to do. I'm really just floored by what they're doing. Always talking. Come on, Caden. There it is. Bring us home.
A joke, Caden, a joke.
The cameras are off.
A joke.
The cameras are not off.
They are.
Cameras off. Thank you guys for coming out.
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. You guys heard about the movie about constipation?
No, we haven't. Tell us about it.
It hasn't come out
Know something. Yep. You got any parting words for it?
Yeah.
I just, nobody hears you but you. Nobody hears but you.
You guys, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out tonight for a really good cause. So thank you guys again.
Thanks, Kurt. Before we get off the air, we got a video, a short video that we want to show you guys.
All right, guys. So I'll go through the silent auction with you here quick. We have this beautiful pizza maker. We have this decorative tree. We've got a football. We've got the Simply Red salon package. Got signed Adams picture. We have pictures. It's Lynn Dickey, Fuzz Thurston, and Jerry Kramer. All three are signed. We have Gilbert Brown advertisement. Beautiful jersey. We got a cooler. This cooler's on the silent auction. MVP. We've got the Gilbert Brown Slamathon jersey. Scarves signed by we have George Wentz. We have a wine basket.
Without people.
We have a
And
shovel.
it's not only these
that'll
wonderful
get
players who seriously come
autographed,
running.
sent out to
I
you
know
guys.
that when
And
I call
finally, we have
and
the
say
Ray
Genesis,
Nishke
it's my number up.
autograph.
I know he makes
So,
that face because
If you want to find any of them, you can just call our number, 608-525-2323, and place your bid.
All right. So I have to say all that again. Yeah. All righty then.
It sounded real good.
Yeah, it sounded good. Sounded awesome.
Sounded really good, yes. I think that's like how most people like to hear me is with nothing.
Sounds awesome.
So we'll try that all again, but we could not do this with one person or with just the players. We need every single person. And we have so many people that support us. Chris and her husband from Seesaw Accounting, they actually do the accounting books. Because if I did the books with the foundation, we would not be in business for no 24 years. I'll tell you that right now. So she helps out with that. We have people that help out with the website. We have so many volunteers. And most importantly is our Champions family that helps us, our Waco family. I mean, we could not do it without people like Julie, who when I get too tired and I just say, I cannot do this anymore, she just says, okay, I'll carry the ball for a little bit. And every one of them out there is just like that. With so many volunteers and so many people that help out for nothing. They just donate their time, energy, and effort, and it's just incredible what they do. We couldn't do it without you guys. And when I call you on the phone and I say, please, Antonetta, can you just do this one more thing for me? You know, and I do know what that face is making. I do know that he's making that face, but he picks up my phone call and he's making that face, and I know he wants to swipe left or right, whichever one it is that shuts me off. But he does it, and so does everybody else. We literally had 12 players on the Zoom call that zoomed in and out, helped us out, you know, just to make this thing work. And we're hoping that every year we could start a new tradition in this COVID stuff, maybe taught us something, and we'll do something brand new every year from now on, if you will. So we do have people who really do make a big difference for us. And one of them, I think we're gonna do a little switching here on the Zoom call here. All right. Is we've had an intern that was with us all summer for free. Did a lot of the toting, and if you've ever been on one of our gigs at these campgrounds, like I said, sometimes we like literally have 8, so we're like throwing the crap in the car. I can remember one time William Henderson was with us, and he said, man, can I get a Gatorade? Nope, not till 3:15. You know, we have no time to stop. You know, sometimes we have to stop, get gas, whatever. That's about it. You know, so it can be a lengthy time, and you have to play a pretty good game of Textras to actually get all the stuff in the car. So Ben provided a lot of muscle this summer. He helped Carla and I out tremendously when we had to go to different locations and do it quickly. And for that, I believe Mr. Brown has got a little something for him.
Yeah, hold that. Yeah. Well, ooh, you're a nice kid, huh? What was the first thing I ever told you when I saw you?
I think you called me pretty boy.
I said, where y'all get that pretty boy? He ain't worth a dime. But we have a check here for you. Would you like to tell everybody what it is? How much it is?
It's a check for $1,500.
Up, Mom. Get you on make call. What are you doing, Ted? Get up here. I want to see you up here too. Hurry up. We on camera, man. He just like slow. Get over here. Now, since you ain't got to hug because I know you don't want to hug. I wouldn't want to hug my brother either. Could you tell us anything? You got the floor now. You can embarrass him. You can do whatever you want to do. Tell us anything special about Ben.
Ben is nice sometimes, but when he wants to, he can get really angry and like sit on me sometimes.
Oh! And you know what I always say? What are little brothers for? Beat it, kid. Thank you, man.
Okay, I think, guys, we're about to the point in the auction where we're gonna wrap
Big
stuff
brother
up. So we'll be wrapping that up in the next few minutes as well. Could I ask everybody to give these guys a huge round of applause? My little inspiration over here, my little man, Caden. Makes every one of us stop complaining about our sore feet, stop complaining about, oh my gosh, we gotta go ask people for money again, oh my gosh, we gotta do this or whatever. He always says, hey, we'll get through it. He makes it fun. And he's always finding us more people to help. And he helps people himself as well. If he comes up with or hears of a fundraiser, he'll say, Miss Lori, I have a football that one of the guys gave to me. Is it okay if I give it to them? So he really does kind of pay it forward. So that's pretty special. I think we have to just go over the numbers of what to call, and then we're going to give people about 15 minutes, and we'll shut down the silent auction. We're going to go off air here as soon as Gilbert and Santana say their goodbyes.
Thank you. Mr. Dawson. Yeah. One more time with the number. Can you remember?
608-525-2323.
And
GilbertBrownFoundation.org.
And
there's no more ands.
Yeah, it's an and.
What's the other and?
You got the film.
It's been a great event. It's been a great evening.
I like the way you cut me off. But you know what?
Great to see yes, people.
Yes.
For an awesome call.
Yes. Yes. Thank you guys very much. I also like to thank the audience for being here.
Give yourselves a
Appreciate
hand.
you guys. Went into this, we really appreciate that. On behalf of Mr. Jones, Mr. Newsom, Mr. Dodson, everybody, I want everybody to stand up and give Miss Lori a round of applause for. To be honest, when we walked in here today, we didn't know what we was doing here, but we brought it together. The coach came up to us and said, hey, look, this is what we got. This is what we're going to do.
Right. Make it happen.
Do y'all realize something? We got 3 of the 4 starting defensive linemen of Super Bowl 31.
Yay!
What did Chris used to call us? Chris used to call us. Anyway, I'm always about everybody because I was the youngest of these so they took care of me, so I appreciate it. So thank you guys very much on behalf of the Gilbert Brown Foundation. Next year we will tighten it up and we will be even better. So thank you very much. God bless you and good night.